Alright, so you just spent too much money on your M1 iPad Pro, and now you've got to accessorize. Well, shout out to the folks over at 12 South, because they have sent over their Hoverbar Duo. This is a multi-function stand for the iPad. It's got a ton of features, but you know, I wanted to compare it to some other stands in the market to see if 12 South really knows what they're doing. Before we get started, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss as we cover your favorite tech and video games. I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granted Geek Show. Alright, so we're going to leave the big kahuna over here for a bit, and we'll start off with the smallest. We'll go smallest to largest. So here we have the Emoton T2 adjustable tablet stand. This is multi-function, I would assume, as most can fit tablets and phones, and I'll have some information about the Amazon listing right here. Also, affiliate links to everything will be down in the description below. So let's get into the box here. It's got a nice wedge shape. Looks like, open it up here. We've got, wow, there's not much to this right here. Ergonomic design, aluminum alloy molding, polished oxidized surface, and silicone protection. Let's get to it. So here we have it wrapped in its plastic sheet. It's a nice black, wow, it's got good build quality. It's like just a solid black arm here. We've got rubber padding on the bottom here. This is for grip, and on the back, there's a little plastic here on the side. This silver hinge is made of plastic. We'll need an M1 iPad for this, and here we have it. So, I mean, at face value, there you have it. It resembles an iMac, which I like. I like the look of the iMac. I like that this is probably something that a writer would use, or somebody who does graphic design, as it does sit low if you're at a desk. So this is a great option for people who are doing a lot of graphic design. The hinge actually feels like great quality, and yeah, you can easily write here. It gives you a nice tablet surface. Look here, we'll have it right there so you can see it. One thing I also want to do is I want to test the tilt. So we will tilt it and see at what point it starts to fall forward. So this is pretty good. This is kind of at a straight angle, and I'm able to twist it around and it's not falling. Now, there are no magnets here or anything like that, but it looks pretty great. If you give it a tap from the back, it's going to fall. But obviously it will become more resistant to your tapping as the angle goes back. But all in all, I would say solid. There are a couple drawbacks I would say here for... The couple drawbacks I would say for this are height, obviously, so it has no option to be at eye level. This is really something that would primarily be used for drawing or writing application, maybe some reading. Maybe if you're sitting far back, you could do something a little lower, and I am glad that it has that ability. Oh, this fully articulate... Look at this. You can even have a tent mode. I don't even know if this is on the instructions. Probably not, because there's no rubber padding on these joints. But if you flip it all the way back, check that out. So it's got a nice kind of lower feel, so it's just low and then lower. This is one of the best quality hinges. It got some holes in the back for cable management here, I would assume. I'm not sure what this is for, but probably you could snake some wires through and all throughout this. And you know what? For only $16.99, it does its job very, very well. Great, so we'll set this off to the side and we'll get to the Licheers LC-359 adjustable stand. Now, this looks like it's going to have some height to it, and it's adjustable. You have it going from 225.5 millimeters to 340. So let's crack into this and let's see what we get. Hopefully the unboxing here won't be quite as simple. No manuals here. Oh, some quick instructions. Seems simple enough. Looks like we pull out this neck part here. Looks like they give you some tools here as well. Here's our base. This is pretty heavy. You've got a screw here and an Allen wrench. So let's pull that out. Seems pretty simple. I guess you line it up and you tighten the screw here. So let's do that. Alrighty. Great. Well, that was easy. And let's test it out here. So the hinge here feels good. It's not as it doesn't resist as much as the Emoton. but it does feel pretty good. Got some rubber padding here. It's not as thick, but this aluminum is a great color here, so I really do like the finish on that. So let's put the iPad in. Now, it doesn't seem like the arms here are super wide, but I guess that's okay as long as, you know, there's no tilting problems. So yeah, this articulates really well. Let's try the adjustment here. So you're gonna turn this knob here to loosen it, and then, oh, okay. And there we have it. This is almost at eye level. This is good. Now you can have it at a straight angle, and it doesn't seem to be falling out. I don't know how stable that is. Obviously a tap, tap. Not bad. A tap from the front would knock it out, but it seemed like it was pretty resistant there. Yeah, this is really nice. So it almost comes up to eye level here. You can imagine doing your little typing stuff here, and it gets off your desk. This is great to have such a small platform here, and it doesn't take up a lot of room on your desk where you're working. So yeah, this looks great. Now, the Lachier LC-359 is actually cheaper than the Emoton. This comes in at about 15 bucks. Again, links to everything will be down in the description below. By the way, if you're enjoying the content, be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss. I like that it has the adjustability. I want to test something real quick. How low does this, how low can it go? You can obviously get a much lower articulation with this stand than you can with that. But I don't mind because this is adjustable. And so you can get decently low and then almost... So it has a limit. So between the two of these, I definitely go with the Licheers just because of the adjustability. You can get kind of low enough where if you're, you know, you need to draw or something, it's not bad. It's low enough, and then obviously you can get it at eye height too. So now it's time for the main event. Let's see what the people at 12 South are doing with their iPad stands. So this thing is extremely heavy, by the way. So there's plenty of stuff in the box, I'm sure. You've got some information on the side in different languages here. Definitely more than you get with the other boxes. Hoverbar Duo adjustable desktop stand for iPad bras. Holds iPad hands-free in numerous positions and heights. Weighted desktop stand or shelf clamp. So you can clamp this to a shelf, obviously. Perfect for video calls, creates the blah, blah, blah. You have different instances. Here's it's used as a sidecar. You've got it clamped on a pole. You've got it down in a writing position. You've also got it used kind of as just a all-in-one desktop setup. So let's get into the box. Oh, that sound. So you've got a sleeve and then you're presented with a black box. Nice. Oh, look at the presentation. Hoverbar Duo Owner's Guide. So this is very, you know, self-explanatory. You got some information here. Who needs this information? It looks so simple to use. We'll try our luck. So you've got this nice 12 branding on the box too. I may want to keep, I do a lot of unboxings, but I may want to keep this box here. And okay, this thing is serious. Look at this. Some assembly required. All right, so let's jump into some of the pieces here. Okay, let's start in the middle. Oh, it looks like the whole thing comes out. We've got some tools here. Looks like a small Allen wrench, a ring, and then an even smaller Allen wrench. Okay, so we've got some padding glued here to the box. It's a nice box. We'll put this off to the side there. Here we've got, okay, this is plastic. These two are almost completely aluminum. Here, this part is actually plastic. Looks like it adjusts a good amount. And you've got some rubber padding here as well. I am surprised that they went with the plastic here, but this here's where the money goes, this thing. All right, let's put that off to the side. And here's where a lot of that weight is. It's right here in this stand. So this looks like the clamp fixture that you can clamp it to different things. We'll try that out in a second. But yeah, a lot of the weight is here in the base. The iPad ain't going nowhere with the weight on this. We got some plastic. Okay, this is a very resistant arm here. This thing like does not want to move at all. Looks like you've got a screw that helps you adjust the ball head here. Okay, so there are little grooves here, and there are little teeth on the connector for the ball head. So we're gonna just fit the grooves into the teeth, and it looks like, and then there's this cap that you screw on the back here, and it looks like you're in business from there. Okay, you've got kind of a 360 articulating head here, which is nice. This also rotates, so you can, you know, have it facing completely down, or you could turn it this way and have it facing completely up. Let's try out the iPad on this thing. This is an extremely resistant arm. That is why we have the tools here. So this is to adjust the resistance of the arms. Now the ball head here is pretty loose. I would imagine we can change how tight that is, the tolerance there, with this main knob here. All right, so now for the moment of truth, let's put the actual iPad in here. Do we have enough height? Yes, we have enough height. Okay, looking good. Okay, it's moving a little bit down. It's moving a little down. We'll just have to adjust the tension on the neck here. I wonder if we have to take the iPad out to adjust the tension. Probably not. Let's tighten that up, and there we go. Let's put it at eye height, because I think that's something we can do. Yeah. This is the real deal. I saw in the box, on the box, there were some pictures of people, you know, putting their, oh, it actually has a, so look at this. That's how much tension is on this arm. You can hold the iPad, it's not even bending. So you got a plastic sleeve here, you can remove that, and there's a little slot for your Apple Pencil to sit. I wonder if it's magnetized. No, it's just a little divot that holds it by gravity. Oh yeah, but this is really nice. All right, so you've got your keyboard and mouse set up here. You can do your work, and then let's try to adjust this thing down. So you're gonna loosen this tension right here so we can rotate the device up so that it articulates up like that, and then we can move it down just like that. You know, for drawing or something like that, you can articulate it in whatever position you want for drawing and things like that. Wow, that's really cool. And then obviously you can have it back. I think I'm gonna primarily use this in tower mode or like desktop mode. So lastly, I want to try one of the different attachments here and see how that works. So we're gonna have to use one of the Allen wrenches that is provided. I'm gonna lose the screw. All right. Okay, that comes right off. Yeah, right here. Oh, wow. That's great. I'm not going to screw it in, but you can easily see how when this is clamped onto a desk or something, this articulates really, really well. In fact, it actually acts as almost a vase mount arm. It basically is a vase mount arm for an iPad. Well, there you have it. An ultimate competition between iPad stands. First place, I gotta go. Hoverbar here. When you look at just the overall quality, solid base, heavy base, metal arm, dual ways to mount, whether it's clamp or regular base, and obviously no stand here can beat the height. This can get as low as this stand, the Omoton, and it can also go much higher than even the Lachier LC-359. So in terms of flexibility, the Hoverbar definitely wins, and it will win overall. A really good runner-up though here, I would say the Licheers LC-359. It has a good bit of adjustability. This has no adjustability. So really, I'd only recommend this to people who do illustration or kind of graphic design where they're using their hands or the Apple Pencil a lot. And this is more expensive than something like this where you kind of get the best of both worlds. You get a little adjustability here. I love this color. This definitely wins in the color department. But then ultimately what the drawback was for this is that it couldn't go super low for like desktop drawing, and then it wasn't able to get to eye level. So that's the main issue for me. The other thing that the Hoverbar Duo has above these other two iPad stands is that it is a grip mount. So when you're placing it in, it's gripping it so that you could turn it this way and it's not going to fall out. As we're here, both these stands rely on gravity. And what that means is if you turn them this way, they're going to fall right out. So they're not too secure on these stands. So links to all this will be down in the description below. If you want to help out the channel, be sure to buy from those links going straight to Amazon. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, big shout out to 12 South for sending this one out. Fantastic work with this one. I will definitely be using this. You will see it in videos, multiple videos coming up. I got a ton of M1 iPad Pro goodies, videos coming up, showcasing different accessories, all this kind of stuff. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell so you don't miss out on any of it. Clicking the bell gives you a little notification when I drop new videos so you can jump right on it. I think as of the recording of this video, or when you'll be seeing it, I released 2 videos yesterday, this one today. Who knows if there'll be another one today. Definitely more this week. So thanks guys so much for watching. As always, I'm Chris Grant Jr. It's the Granite Geek Show.